Hey all, and welcome back for another HellfireComms Patreon TV com. Today we're starting a new series by the name of Cooking Master Boy, and this was commissioned by Jeffrey Patton, and we're going to be covering the first 3 episodes. But what is Cooking Master Boy? Well, it's an anime adaptation of a manga called Shuka Ichiban that was created by Etsushi Ogawa in 1997. It was adapted into the anime series, directed by Masami Anno. And the story is centered on a boy whose aim is to become the best chef he could be. Now, unlike Food Wars, I don't think this is going to be like all hype shonen anime over the top. It's actually set in the 19th century China during the Qing dynasty, where the emperor was weakened and the country was close to chaos. It's also why you gotta expose my balls like this, Wikipedia? It is also during a fictitious era called the era of the Cooking Wars.
Ah, so really, Food Wars takes place in, like, Food Wars 2 or something along those lines. It's the sequel. Or rather, this anime is the prequel.
Yeah, I guess. It was an era in which top chefs with different cooking styles tried their best to improve their skills and to become the best chef in China. It is a country where insulting a high-grade chef or fooling around with cooking could land a person in jail, and impersonating a top chef is as good as usurpation of authority. Chefs compete with each other to gain respect and even power, but also with the risks of losing everything. The country of China has 4 major regions: Beijing, Sichuan, Shanghai, and Guangdong. And if I read any more, I'll probably be reading the entire synopsis, and I don't want another School Live situation. So, if you guys are ready, if you've got episode 1 loaded up, how we do things with multiple episodes in one video is, we'll count you down to the first episode, which obviously you have to provide, we can't do that for copyright. And when we say stop the video, stop that and load up episode 2, while we discuss episode 1, and then we'll go from there, and whatnot. So, are you ready for episode 1 of Cooking Master Boy, Volk?
I am. I literally just had lunch before we did this, so I'm full. I am not going to be tempted by the food and end up starving hungry by the end of it.
Good stuff, mate. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Okie dokie. Episode 1 of Cooking Master Boy. You can taste the vintage of the anime just by the animation here.
Yeah, I believe this was made in 1995, or at least the anime adaptation was.
Well, 97 as I read earlier, my good sir.
Before it went on until 99. Sichuan. Only the Avatar can master all 4 cooking styles.
Wait, you joke, but this looks like, what is that city where there's secrets and walls and so on? There is no wall within the walls. Ba Sing Se. I'm pretty sure Ba Sing Se took a lot of, like, inspiration from, like, the Hin or Royal City.
Maybe so.
Oh my god.
So, considering this is a older anime, I'm willing to bet there won't be nearly as much TNA going on and probably a lot more food happening.
You sure about that? You absolutely sure about that?
I'm not 100%, I'm just taking a guess, which seems to have enough reason behind it, seeing as Food Wars is just batshit balmy, and this seems a little bit more light-hearted, perhaps? At least from initial looks here.
Nice. Well, we all suffer for our arts. Volk, he has to put up with me when we're doing commentaries. This bloke here has to suffer for good ingredients.
And there's a good thing this is anime too, because if he fell from that height at that kind of stature, he would be dead, and this would be the shortest anime show ever, clocking in at just 1 minute 30 seconds-ish.
Oh man, but the anime budget was through the roof. Apparently, I hear tell that they're releasing episode 1 of One Punch Man Season 2, actually this month at the time of recording, August 2018, and then the rest of Season 2 comes out winter 2020.
That's a bit crazy, but then again, you get your tasting for some Season 2 One Punch Man at the very least.
Yeah, you get to taste some seasonings, if you will.
Just had to get that one in there, didn't you?
Okay, let me scroll down and see if I can find some characters here. Oh, no, there are legendary cooking utensils, and I can't talk about them. They're spoilers. Let's see. We have Lu Mao Xing, the 13-year-old protagonist of the story, he basically grew up in the kitchen watching his mother cook in her restaurant. Due to this, he grew up learning his mother's cooking skills and also ended up with the same love for cooking that his mother had, although even though he had that kind of knowledge, Mao didn't cook much and everyone just thought of him as a kid who just played around and didn't even know how to cook. Talking more about that would probably put, like, spoilers in jeopardy. I believe this next character, the girl who is talking here, is Mei Li, the 16-year-old daughter of Cho Yu. Originally, she was a helper at the Yang Spring restaurant. Yeah, that seems about right.
I'm smelling some Western vibes from this, with the whole dusty town, and then suddenly this important dude swings in. I'm wagering there's like gonna be a gunfight if his food don't taste good.
Well, I know. Oh my god.
Surfer off. Yeah,
there's like burning cowboy towns on the way here. That's right, it's my table. Just serve me anything, I'm hungry as a motherfucker over here.
Here you go, tin of cat food, warmly heated over an open fire.
Ah, I see.
How's specialty?
Oh, okay, that wasn't, who the fuck is it? Mei Li. That was Karen, Mao's older sister. She works at the Kikara restaurant as a waitress. When her mother died, she was the one left to take care of the restaurant, so she's the older sister of the protagonist.
Ah, I see. Wow, that was very quick.
Well, you don't mess around when the fall from, that one we set us up the bomb thing comes around.
Oh dear. Uh-oh, he is definitely not happy with this.
You should have just ordered out, honestly.
And plus the inspiration for Tabletop Simulator was made right here and then.
Look, just because they call it Tabletop Simulator doesn't mean you have to topple the table, alright?
Well, that's what it was originally, but then you think it wouldn't sell, so they actually had to attach something else to it.
I love, like, old-school anime action scenes, because it's mostly a still image, like, juxtaposed against a moving background.
Yep, it was in order to save the animation budget, as made famous by the likes of Speed Racer.
Watch out, he's going over that cliff! Blah! What, you've never seen that? It's hilarious.
I can't say I have, or at least it's been a long time and I probably don't remember exactly what's going on.
Karen, I was gone for 5 minutes to pick mushrooms, what the fuck?
The mushrooms would have saved our restaurant, you brat! How could you?
I may be only able to see out of one eye, but I know a protagonist when I see one. You look like one of those motherfuckers out of the unofficial Pokemon magazine.
Oh yeah, he really, really does. Like,
you
a semi-important NPC.
Yeah. Okay, that was completely unnecessary, but he's a senior chef. Oh no, don't talk back to him, or you'll be swinging from the gallows by morn's first light.
That's it. It's just like, you diss his food, you'll be in the gallows. It's just like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Okay, so he's taking over the restaurant now. Interesting. Are they gonna kick, like, the brother and sister out?
I don't know. Maybe he'll sort of take on something of a mentor role, perhaps. This is why you don't mix water and burning fat!
Worked here for 10 long years and you've already forgotten me. Wow, that's a damning indictment of the cooking industry, I think.
Maybe he was just very forgetful. He was one of those members of staff that just, he kept to himself, didn't really get involved in any of the staff parties. Oh, is this how is this our look into how he got those disfiguring scars?
You wanna know how I got these scars? Chicken chow mein. Grease went up like a motherfucker. Sometimes you need to be told your shit sucks, before you can improve. This is just a fact of life.
It kind of gives a better impression as to, like, how a lot of restaurants do actually operate.
The tit did it to himself. I thought he was, like, trying to kill the mother of the protag, and then the shit went apart.
He's like the butler from The Simpsons, just, never, I am not clumsy, and just falls all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Really? Just cover up your scars and get on with it, man.
Just like you got one of them guys just, oh, you poor man, and just puts a poncho over him and just leaves him there.
A poncho? We're dealing with some serious anachronisms there, Volk.
A poncho's a raincoat.
Shut up. I know what I said. For some reason, I don't know. Disciples and master relationships, they're very sacred things.
The Fairy of Sichuan. Create the Sichuan chicken and the fairy will come by and bless you.
Oh no, I'm getting Rick and Morty vibes here.
Alright, let's not think into it that much. Okay, he is not food. Calm down.
Sorry, mother. I didn't mean to trip out onto your photo after trying to desperately get away from this bully. Time for a cook-off!
It is the Admiral himself.
Admiral Li Hongyu, an admiral for the Imperial Army of China. He is the master chef of the Emperor's Imperial Kitchen, which makes him a highly skilled chef, and basically the #1 ranked chef in China.
Ooh, so he is the big cheese in this whole ordeal.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, he's cooking for the Emperor. You know, you've got to be legit if you're going to do that.
Seems like there's been a bit of a miscommunication. He misread his orders as ransack this guy's shit.
To be fair, he's only got the one eye.
Yeah, but he's still got 2 fucking ears.
You can't hear paper, Volk. That's not how it works.
Well, he may have misheard the orders, thought, what's red on here is a little bit different. I'll probably go by what I thought he said, and then just, alright, ransack it.
Okay, let's go. Shasha! Okay, I may have said a few things about it not being like Food Wars. I may have got things wrong in that regard.
It seems to have the same level of unnecessary theatrics. Although initially there doesn't seem to be much in terms of the prep work, I guess, going on. Like, it seems to be like, they have like the chopping stuff and then 30 seconds later there's like an entire table of food waiting for them.
What's your signature to this, Volk? I think I've asked you this before in Food Wars, but we're in a new cooking anime now.
I will still say probably chili. I would say chili is probably still my signature dish. Although, then again, anything Mexican related I quite like enjoying, making Indian stuff. As far as like an actual like specialty dish is concerned, I haven't really found one yet, but I'm working on it.
You'll get there, Volk. I believe in you.
Yes, the cutesy middle card of the episode. Suitably cute. It seemed to have something similar in Yu Yu Hakusho, if I remember correctly, with like the chibi characters just fooling around for a few seconds.
Alright, I will now taste this galaxy dish and see if you truly are worthy of being the head of this kitchen. Not bad.
The clothes aren't exploding, so that's how you know it's merely decent.
I will now judge you. Never had shark, never had, Actually, have I had crab? No, I had a cold piece of lobster tail on Skegness Beach once.
I've had crab cakes a few times. Lobster I haven't actually tried yet properly. Like,
Not
I've had
properly,
lobster.
No.
I had like lobster related things, but not like a proper like whole or half a lobster or like a lobster tail or anything like that. So that might be something I have to cross off at some point.
Interesting. So you'd think like the arrogant guy would probably dick himself over, but he is as good as he makes himself out to be.
Yeah, I mean, you don't always get confident like that unless you got the chops to back it up, or at least at one point.
I watched her do everything, and I didn't burn my eye.
In the nuts. Well, probably more like the thigh, but oh well.
Now I know who the protag reminds me of. Tyson from Beyblade.
Oh, yes, I see it now. He's about to summon Dragoon in the background.
It's good, but I could probably do better.
Is this the part where he eats the entire bowl and then just pulls out his paper? He's like, yeah, let's go!
Taking me to the flavour dimension. Truly, this is the road to Flavour Town.
Guy Fieri would be proud.
Oh, massacre!
And many people are probably thinking, coriander, how did adding soap help with this?
Really? How'd you figure?
Well, it's a whole thing with coriander. There are some people who insist that coriander tastes like soap, and others that just think, no, you're talking out your ass. It seems to be one of those two polarizing things, a bit like Marmite. You either really enjoy the herb itself, or it tastes like soap and you hate it.
Right. First time I'm hearing that, actually. I've heard, like, you know, Marmite, you love it or you hate it, but never coriander tasting like soap.
Yeah, if you ask a few people, there's probably a bunch of people that will probably agree with the notion that it is soapy, but others will be just, it's just a herb.
It exists in me, not literally, metaphorically.
I have been to the Twilight Zone. There are many flavors to be devoured and enjoyed.
My mother gave me the recipe herself, from beyond the grave. Wait for it. I think in some ways I kind of prefer this level of dramatization to the over-the-top nature of Food Wars, but I still adore Food Wars.
It's a bit like a soap opera in some ways, like not one of those really kooky over-the-top ones, but
Yeah.
I suppose there's some dramatization there, but it's somewhat relatable.
Yeah, I think, like, some of the best animes I've watched are shonen, don't get me wrong, but sometimes, like, you can find a really good anime by finding something based on a very basic thing like cooking, or, I don't know, like tennis, or sewing, and you just fluff it up a little bit, and boom, you have not only a relatable show, but you also have a really entertaining one. That's his cooking spirit, by the way.
Ultra Instinct Cooking Mode.
Oh, yeah. When's Lu Mao Zing for Smash Ultimate?
When's Lu Bu gonna come here and cook us a tasty dish?
Gohan means rice, by the way. Continuing with Dragon Ball's food puns and such.
Oh, wow, he means business. He has grown several arms. He is the Gilgamesh of cooking.
He is the Doctor Strange of Culinary. That shit was so dope in Infinity War, man.
Oh, yes, because you did actually end up finally getting around to watching that, didn't you?
I've watched it twice now, yeah.
It is good shit. Makes me look forward to what's to come next year, but
Oh, hell yeah.
to steer things back towards this here anime show, let us see what the young protege slash upstart slash whatever the hell he's actually meant to be has prepared.
Well, probably the same thing, but just better. Ikitasimasu. Or however you pronounce that. Oh my god, it's a bomb!
It's just like, just a grenade.
There's a bomb in the lasagna! What, is El Dorado inside here or something?
No, the bowl of rice is summoning Shenron as we speak.
I wish for ultimate flavor. Wow.
So this is what's inside Fort Knox, I'm guessing.
Yeah, golden fried rice.
It's just like, there's no money, it's just mounds upon mounds of fried rice. Probably fool's gold, because he's a fool and a phony.
Wait for it. Oh. Ratatouille flashback in 3, 2, 1. Wait, I was only kidding. Stop it.
Here you go, young man, eat up.
I like the score so far.
It is very satisfying. It's not like heavily rocking or anything like that. It suits the theme of the anime, and
yeah.
I'm liking the instrument. I like the instruments being used, especially.
Mom, this one was for you. Bless up.
I wonder if his eyebrows continue into his hair.
I was just thinking that. I don't think they're eyebrows at all. It's just like locks of his hair.
Yeah, he like deliberately shaved a bald spot into his forehead to make it look like eyebrows.
Yeah.
Well, Sephiroth just got pwned. It's just like, I'm not gonna stand for this. I'm gonna summon a meteor and blow up your entire damn planet.
Are you really gonna sass like the best chef in China? Once the general managing officer, you've lied to me, Wikipedia! You lied! Oh shit, is that gonna be episode 2? It seems like it.
A national restaurant cooking competition. Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Tournament arc already, Jesus.
But will he have to put his title as senior chef on the line for this to happen?
He's gonna, well, obviously, you know, he's gotta wager something.
Seems like a really petty reason to put this. It's just like, yo, golden rice ain't that great, I'm gonna put my career on the line.
Well, this was set in, what era? 19th century China. It's still during a dynasty.
I guess. Still seems a bit petty to me, though.
TV hadn't been invented yet. They've got to occupy themselves somewhere.
I wonder if they have radio.
Possibly? I'm not sure.
I wouldn't have thought so, but then again, radio was quite a fair bit before television, so it wouldn't surprise me. Then again, if they're sending things around via parchment, I would doubt it.
Let's see. Radio in China. Oh yeah, I'm looking it up. Oh, Wikipedia, why are you giving me all these subpages? Nah, can't be arsed. Sorry. It's too much effort.
As long as it's fried rice, I'm fine. If it's anything else, I'm fucked.
Did I catch that in Pokemon Sun and Moon? Got it eventually.
Yep.
No, that's what he reminds me of. Not Tyson from Beyblade, the fucking pro tag of Pokemon trading card game.
Oh yeah, it does a little bit.
Has the hair and the bandana and the red and everything.
I still like the idea that he's probably like Tyson or like one of Tyson's great ancestors or something. So, the legend of Mapu Tofu will hopefully be realized in the next episode.
Alright, we didn't get the OP, funnily enough. I don't know whether it's included in these episodes or whether it was just skipped for the first one, but we'll sit through this while I actually look up Mapu Tofu for the next episode.
Oh, yes, please do, because I am very curious myself.
It's also called Mapu Dofu, but I'll leave the rest until next time.
Alrighty then. And somewhere there are people saying, hey, get out of the fucking road!
We're trying to nap over here.
We're recording an anime ending here. That's way more important than wherever the fuck you need to be.
I think that's the one who likes low melee. We'll probably be proven right next time.
Quite possibly. I get a feeling we haven't been introduced to all the main characters just yet, so I'd wager 2 and 3 will probably introduce the rest of them.
Well, we've been commissioned. This is a backlogged thing. So we have 1 to 3 here, and for August we have 4 to 6, so we'll probably see her eventually.
Well, I'd hope so by 6 episodes, otherwise you're really a main character.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah, very upbeat. I enjoyed it.
Okay, there was no preview there, so the video automatically shut down. Go ahead and load stuff up, guys. And, Volk, what do you think about episode 1 of Cooking Master Boy?
I think it was decently paced. I would have liked to have seen maybe a bit more detail into some of the cooking scenes, but we got some towards the end, like when they were making like their main dishes for Admiral Lee. But yes, I'm enjoying the setting. it seems like one of those things that would make sense where it's sort of like chefs are held to like a huge regard, and insulting one's akin to causing a criminal offense and what have you. I think it creates a little bit more drama based on that, and seeing as how it's like a culture like built into it. With Food Wars, I guess it's kind of similar, but I can't help but feel like maybe it was injected in, whereas with this, it's perhaps a little bit more believable.
It seems a bit more natural, yeah, but that's not to say Food Wars does things bad. I expected this to be a bit more dry, drier than advertised, but it has a bit of pep to it that I'm enjoying, so if you're ready, Volk, I'm all set to go into episode 2.
I'm good to go.
Here we go, episode 2 of Cooking Master Boy in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're getting an intro this time, an OP, if you will. We'll call him Mal for short, because there's already another character called Lee, and we don't want things to get confusing.
Yeah. Ah, look at my armpit.
Literally flexing on a motherfucker.
Thank God he didn't T-pose, otherwise the entire restaurant would have exploded.
Yeah, oh my god, it's already exploding.
It's like, wait, there's a man T-posing in my soup. Yes, I can see.
Alright, Mapo Tofu, or Mapo Tofu, is a popular Chinese dish from Sichuan province. It consists of tofu set in a spicy sauce, typically a thin, oily, and bright red suspension based on douban, which is fermented broad bean and chili paste, and douchi, which is fermented black beans, along with minced meat, usually pork or beef. Variations exist with other ingredients such as water chestnuts, onions, or other vegetables, or wood ear fungus.
Interesting.
Went a bit like Homer Simpson for a second there. Okay. He's only tasted it once, 10 years ago, but it was so boring he immediately jumped on a horse and ran into the wilderness.
Back when he was, like, I guess whatever the equivalent of a squire would be, or something along those lines.
I guess so, yeah. That looks more like just minced onions than what I'm seeing here, but obviously things are going to be a lot less detailed here.
Or it's like a thick minestrone soup.
Yeah. I want just to eat and eat and eat, but unfortunately, oh my god, they actually do unlimited refills.
It's like, I'm tasting the bowl, and the bowl isn't getting any smaller.
Damn you, bowl, damn you! I counted more than 3 plates there, by the way.
He's having a Skinner moment. It's just like, yes, I tried this weird Chinese dish with peppers, onions, 4 kinds of rice. I tried to find it at home, but they just couldn't get the spices
right. Johnny! Alright, here we go. Serious time involved. It represents Sichuan cooking. It shows the true value of I can't even fucking pronounce that, Jesus.
Sichuanese?
Thank you. At least one of us can actually fucking talk in this commentary business of ours.
Well, we take it in turns. Sometimes it's me that ends up on the short end of that particular stick, and you have to bail my ass out.
I guess so.
Alright, so noon tomorrow. Are they just going to stay like that until noon tomorrow?
Yeah, this is very awkward, so I'm sorry, it's part of the rules. What are these magical 6 factors? Are they the Chaos Emeralds, by chance?
Well, if we're talking Sonic 1, maybe.
Yeah. Nice catch, by the way. As Sonic fan through and through.
Well, you know, I'm part of this commentary group, I would hope so.
I guess.
I'm flying in hot, it's garlic!
So far, all the ingredients he's adding are basically what makes up Mapo Tofu.
I can't help but feel like he's performing wrestling moves as he's putting these ingredients in, just like suplexes like a tub of beef in there.
Oh, I like choke slamming the bean paste, ha!
Alright, so heat. There's gotta be some sweet in there as well.
Don't forget your umami. I'm partially blind. I didn't cook it right. This sounds fucking tasty, whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm not normally as keen on tofu, but I'd be willing to give this a try.
Never had it myself.
I tried it like once or twice, and I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I could appreciate it for what it brought along, but it just didn't agree with me entirely. Alright, so we got aroma and colour.
Forget what the first one was, but we'll just go from here, it's fine.
The first one was spiciness.
Okay. Beautiful fire. Purger of things wrong in this world. Okay, cool.
So spiciness and heat, so needs to be plenty hot.
That's nice. Good use of, like, sound effects and whatnot so far.
Numbness. So they got the main 5, but there is a 6th.
A mother's love. Big sister knows. Oh, this young whippersnapper, he'll get his eventually.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the numbness comes into it, especially with pepper. Pepper is more of like a spicy heat.
It's an irritant.
Kind of, yeah. I suppose you're right there, but I suppose if it was like pepper spray, then yeah. Like maybe if they used oh, there's like a particular kind of herb or a leaf they used for oh yeah, mace, that was it. So maybe if it was pepper along the same lines as mace, then yeah, that would make sense.
Okay. I didn't realise that was a thing you could actually use in, like, cooking dishes and whatnot. I thought it was just for warding off evil.
No, I remember when I used to buy herbs by like huge bags worth and like put them into Culinary jars. I remember them having mace stocked there, and I was just thinking, huh. I had no idea they did mace here, so I usually did that and then grabbed myself a nice big bag of anisette balls as well to have along the way back home.
Huh. So he aspires to more than just being the head chef. I swear I'll use my cooking skill to... Oh, I see. He wants to be the best.
It's like, I want to be the chosen one.
He went from, like, chaotic neutral to chaotic evil very fast.
Well, desire will do that to a man. Although I feel like he may be one of those people that might end up all over the place towards the end. Like, maybe he'll keep having change of hearts and perspective, and then maybe he'll be like, no, I want to be the evil guy again, like 12 episodes later.
Yeah.
That's an annoying alarm clock.
Yes, it is.
I would not recommend.
Oh god, we've tried to find the secret ingredient all night. What if it was within us this whole time?
What if it was literally just like a can of tomatoes or something? Just something ridiculously simple.
Oh, Liam Perrin's Worcestershire sauce, that was it.
Oh yeah, that has to be it. Like, there's no other explanation. That has to be the secret ingredient.
You know, I don't think I've ever had Worcestershire sauce properly, but I always enjoyed Worcestershire sauce crisps.
Yeah, not so much the crisp, but the sauce, definitely. I used to put that in quite a lot of stuff. Nowadays, I ended up substituting it for some other stuff. So nowadays, I sort of go, if it's like a pasta sauce or something like that, I'll use balsamic vinegar.
Right.
But if it's something like chili or something with a bit of heat to it, then I'll usually use some Worcestershire sauce to help elevate it.
Is softness the final one?
Texture. That has to be it.
Possibly, yeah.
Not just softness or anything like that. I think just texture in general.
Maybe makes the meat taste like tofu? Could it be beef? Oh, it's man! Turns out it's man!
No, it's a rare form of spider. Like the McRib.
What?
Or the
Don't
rib
ever
witch.
liken a spider to the McRib again.
Well, actually, I was going with the Simpsons thing again with the rib witch.
Yes, we're still here, in the flashbacks.
When I was just a young boy, I got fed a delicious tofu dish, which I can't actually remember until I conveniently do halfway through the episode.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Checking the facts, checking the receipts here.
No, see, this Wikipedia article's wrong. We have to amend it.
Thank God she wrote everything down before she passed away, otherwise we'd be fucked right now.
Yeah, no kidding. Said, where do you think I'm going, you dumbass? Or maybe he isn't going there.
And then he just, like, falls and trips.
And if this was like one of those really like US teen sitcoms, that's where you get everywhere you look playing in the background.
No, it's everywhere you cook.
Oh, nice.
Come on, you're keeping me on the edge of my seat here. I need to know what this ingredient is.
Oh, they've already prepared the dishes? Come on, I would have liked some prep in there.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's the 6th factor? Is it Tommy, the Green Ranger?
So he opens one of the bowls, it's just
Sick! Hiya! Hiya! Texture, there you go. Yes, you're both great chefs. Don't be surprised.
Aha, so my hunch was correct after all.
So they have all the basics. What will separate them now is just their inherent skill.
Yep, execution is going to be what separates them here. Oh god, that sounds like a sports commentator.
There goes that tofu, back of the neck. Silent Greenaroo!
Why have you served me lava? This was not in the itinerary. You know, you could probably use a lot of these visuals for like a Pink Floyd song or something.
Basically. Oh wow, they look almost identical.
Maybe that's what he's counting on. That way if one's better, he goes, yeah, it was that one was mine.
Yeah.
And hope that they'll be too confused to refute it.
There we go, Volk. I have to say what I like about this is a lot of it just revolves around people sitting around eating, but it's still compelling.
Somehow, some way.
What?
And this is how Jenga was invented, apparently.
I will not eat them all at once.
he just like jumps up and it just goes from top to bottom.
Wait for it. He's not out of the race yet. So long as he has sweat drops on his face, there's still more to play.
So he was counting on the texture for tofu being the deciding factor. So, Mao, let's see what he opted for in the end. Is this going to be one of those situations where they declare it a tie and then make them, like, work together to create, like, the best restaurant in China?
I guess so. He cleared his plate, as he didn't with the other one. Okay, I guess he is.
Eating directly from the serving plate. It's just like, more. There aren't any. And there never will be. More. More!
Pop a poplar in your mouth. Tofu and beans together for the first time. Literally.
Beans and tofu, it's in our DNA. Meanwhile, not Sephiroth is crapping his pants in the background. Yeah, not even gonna, like, describe it properly. He just did something else.
Yeah. Let me guess, the restaurant was the very one you're sitting in right now.
It is in the meat. Oh no! I got it wrong! I kind of like how they pursued, like, different ideas of what texture would be, but they both came to, like, the same correct conclusion. That's because you're the inferior one.
Ah, you see, he has 2 eyes. You have but one. You cannot see the truth. Really?
That's like the equivalent of just getting a light backhand.
I would have loved if it went in his other eye.
He's like, oh no! And then he comes in, he's just got 2 eye patches on.
Oh, it's tofu, isn't it? Or, no, is it mushrooms?
It's probably the mushrooms he picked from the first episode.
Oh. Okay, here's your prep bowl.
Oh, here we go. My ground meat is... Soylent Green, as Tom said earlier. Soybeans.
Interesting. Proper flavorings can make anything taste like anything.
Or just a beef oxo cube.
Here you go. Oh, this is great. See, just like Food Wars, we're getting an explanation of how to actually cook the dish, which is great. You can't interrupt these sections.
Hey, that old man just stepped into the flashback. What manner of saucy beefy?
Ah, yeah, but you see, I'm actually a wizard. I used Accio to summon actual meat. Interesting.
So it's all in the sauce.
I guess so. I'll steal this recipe for later. Oh, so good! Here it comes. Yep,
Yep. I think I had a good suspicion that it was coming, but I imagine Tom was a lot more certain than I was.
Bless you, original cooking mama.
The best mama that ever did cook.
Oh, Jesus. So a lack of, like, meat made them work outside the box, as it were.
That is usually how these sort of things come about. Search for a decent alternative when the primary source is either nil or no longer an option.
There is actually, I think it's a Chinese dish, where it was a peasant dish originally, and to feed the emperor or whatever, they brought in like a little bit of whatever they had on hand, like a little bit of chicken, a little bit of mushrooms, a little bit of pork, etc. And it's all like stacked in layers and whatnot. It was actually on No Reservations with Anthony Bourdain, God rest his soul, in one episode. I honestly forget which, I'm sorry.
Ah, I've actually been getting some random videos in my related feed that have to do with 18th century cooking, and they use some similar things. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's like a brick of what is essentially meat and fat that they can use to kind of infuse into meat and what have you on the go. I'll have to look it up for the next time. And that is kind of how corn got invented.
I guess. Oh, are you speaking of like Quorn?
Yeah, that's right. And how they used like this mushroomy type stuff, I believe it is, to make meat styled whatevers, and then they like flavor it to make it taste like real meat. This contest was rigged!
I'm huge now!
It's like, but now I'm afraid your childhood's over. You have to run the restaurant now.
Yeah. Oh, get a fucking life, Jesus.
This won't be the end of my career, except you kind of already ended your career, so now you're just going to be evil for the sake of it. For the sake of revenge, I will defeat this small child who bested me in a cooking contest.
Yes, thank you, Volk.
I will never tell them that I am his real dad.
Oh my god. Wait, no, I don't think the ages match up.
Probably not. Put the tofu in the main menu.
Oh, Canton, as in Cantonese cooking.
Super Chef.
Super Chef Quest Arc, let's go. I'm not actually here, you're imagining this. Well, episode 2, and we already have the quest.
And there's Shenron. He's gonna help him become the ascended super chef.
Oh, this is the Dragon Ball Super I've heard so much about. That was fun. Let's watch the credits again just to make sure there's like no stinger or anything.
This wasn't like the time when they used them very often, but I mean, you had stuff like Neon Genesis Evangelion and things like that that did like their whole previews, although some just opted just not to worry about it. We still don't know who the fuck this character is.
We haven't met her yet, but maybe we will on the quest.
Yeah, episode 3 just like meets her on the side of the road, just like, hey, you want to be a main character in an anime? Sure, why not? Got nothing better to do.
How you doing? I kinda like this ED, it's pretty chill. The OP is sort of whatever, it's one of those talky sort of OPs.
Yeah, it's a bit like how in the old episodes of Dragon Ball Z, how you'd have Goku or whatever come in and like give you updates on what's been going on.
Well, I guess, but like, Dragon Ball still had a proper intro and whatnot. Like, the talky stuff is the intro.
The answer I want is, who the hell is this woman?
You'll get it, Volk. I've already told you if you bother to pay attention.
Oh, but I want to know now. Alright, looks like we don't get the stinger this time, so we can probably just move swiftly on to part 3.
Anything to say about episode 2 while we load up episode 3? Hint, hint, y'all, get ready.
I do enjoy that they kind of left the prep stuff in the background this time around, because it kind of segued into that twist at the end, how it wasn't meat that was actually being used. I think if they did a lot of the prep stuff in there, maybe some of that suspense might have been lost, so in this situation I do actually approve of them like leaving out a lot of the prep work.
Very much so, very much so. But it may not have been as hype as Food Wars, like, battle-wise, but I've very much enjoyed, like, the tension, and then you have, like, the backstory with Mal's mum being the one who invented, like, that particular mystery, Mapu Dofu, so, yeah, it's very engaging so far. I expected, again, like I said, for it to be drier, and for it to be a bit more boring, but I'm really enjoying this so far, so I'm ready for episode 3 if you are, mate.
Indeed. I think the best way to describe this anime is that it's just comfy.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just one of those things where it's like, there's like some moments of, ooh, that's a twist, but it's never like overbearing levels. It's more, it always brings it down to a mellow level. It makes for very easy watching.
Very much so. Alright, here we go. Episode 3 of Cooking Master Boy in 3, 2, 1. Okie dokie, last one for today. He got absolutely fucking pwned. Mal made the dish. The Emperor's new guy, I guess, was like, yes! I love it! I have nostalgia for this thing.
And thus the town cheered, and Sephiroth sneered.
Ah, and we leered, which is a way of looking at something. Look, alright, it's an intro. Don't give me shit. Mal's going on a mission now, that's more important than my inability to talk.
Exactly, he has to be the one. Well, probably not the only, there's probably several, but he needs to become the super chef.
Dun 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 dun. Sorry, force of habit.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Nice. Listen to these hero tones right now.
So the super chef set out on his mighty steed to find the best ingredients in the world and become the super chef.
No, he's not the super chef right now, but he will be!
He will be.
Well, I mean, super chef is a title that demands respect and whatnot. I imagine you could train for years and still not be half of a super chef, not even a great chef.
I have the title of slightly above mediocre chef.
Oh, I see, so the guy they were cooking for was a super chef before.
Ah. And the guy in the, flashback, I'm guessing, literally serving a rainbow.
Wow, we got here pretty fucking fast.
It's like how in Pokemon, where you just end up in another town when it only just seems like they got out of the last one.
Yeah. Or there could be like 50 episodes in between, depending on the series.
Yeah, that's where the filler comes in usually, but thankfully we don't have to deal with that here. Hey kid, how much for the horse?
I'm sorry, it's not that type of anime. I'm not speaking to you from the past, this is just you remembering this.
Yosen Shuka, the best restaurant in Canton. It must have some shops if the Admiral is recommending it.
Yeah, I guess so. Wait for it. That's the chicken, that's not the girl we're waiting for. There she is!
Hey, finally!
Can't grab his cock in time.
I got you! I got the Nintendo Gamecock!
Well, at least it wasn't a cuckoo, otherwise that entire town would be massacred right now.
It'll just be on fire, like charred remains.
You looked a lot more pretty in the ED, I'm not gonna lie, but he is instantly smitten.
Or just in immense pain.
Instantly bitten, I think. Alright, get the crabs off your arse. It's never a good place for crabs.
Nobody likes Klingons.
Jesus, Volk. Wait, did we just repeat a scene? Alright, calm it down, Mr. Yellow Belt wearing around your forehead and whatnot. I'm just here to cook.
This is like the equivalent of karaoke, I reckon. This is like, smell you later!
Smell you cooking later. Please. I'm so fucking hungry. Oh my god. Put his hometown on blast. You can't do that to my boy Mal.
He literally is just the karaoke of this entire situation. He has like the sass and everything.
God, I miss dickish rivals in Pokemon.
Nowadays they're just relentlessly kooky, or they're just abnormally overbearingly friendly. This is no fun.
Just bland, really. I like Hal. Hal's a good lad. But, otherwise, we're not here to talk about Pokemon, sorry. Yeah, let's just go into the kitchen and get our Super Chef quest started!
Oh my god, it's a kitchen!
Wow, there are people cooking in here! Huh, I guess there's, like, multiple types of restaurants, like, the one in Sichuan, I guess would be like a family diner. This is like a full-on franchise restaurant.
Yeah, like a franchise restaurant, or maybe one of those ones that's like won multiple Michelin stars or something like that, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we know who the main character is for this episode.
What the?
Hey, don't interrupt me whilst I'm in service.
By my eyes, eyeshadow, I am trying to cook here. Alright, I've got the Wikipedia page. Say his name and I can look him up. Oh, he brought the receipts, Volk.
He got the receipt. It's just like, I need to return this computer. Please.
Did I tell you to stop cooking?
And the pigeons have fucked off in sheer revelation to this new up-and-comer.
Fuck your recommendation. What? Oh, is he gonna have to prove himself right now? Ah, actually, that's good. Learn on the job.
Exactly. You must learn the bok choy if you want to learn the shoryuken.
You had bok choy before, mate?
Oh yeah, bok choy is relatively common actually. It's essentially the Chinese equivalent to cabbage.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit lighter, like it's a lot smaller too, but it's pretty nice actually. It's very similar in terms of cabbage, but I'm not sure quite how I'd explain the taste. But there is a subtle difference between the two.
Okay. So this is like not only working for a job, he's working to preserve his hometown pride. I like that angle.
At this point, he's cooking just to prove he's actually worth giving a shit about.
Yeah. Alright, let's taste this pleb food. It's not bad.
There is a quiet. Are they just quietly enjoying it, or do they not just get ridiculously hype over food? Oh no, nobody's been eating it.
No. Oh. Wong Fu. Let's see. I'm seeing some crazy fucking characters on this list, but no Wong Fu.
Don't you know we're all allergic to bok choy?
Oh, that's just cruel. Even Gary wouldn't throw cooking in the bin.
That is immense disrespect right there. So I wonder what this means.
Maybe the chef is a dick, and he doesn't like food from out of town? Ah, there it is. He's cooking as his mum would, not as he would.
So is this going to be the turnaround where he becomes his own chef then, I wonder?
Mm-hmm. It's fine if you use your mum's teachings as a foundation, but you need to develop your own style too.
Exactly. You can't just go around copying people if you want to be, like, a super chef. He has to innovate. He has to create his own style.
Well, I mean, steam buns are they're classic. This is Sichuan garbage.
Try putting these between those buns. It's just...
Oh, was it the scent that put him off?
But in what sense? Is it just not exciting and tantalizing enough, or did it, like, literally reek of ass?
It's not making any sense, Volk. Oh, did you not wash them? Yeah, these are not just ordinary chefs, these are advanced chefs.
They are the big boys. You know, he kind of reminds me of an emperor penguin, that guy.
Yeah,
with, like, the weird bits of hair sticking out.
Well, yeah, basically. I guess Mao needed this wake-up call. To be a super chef, you need to excel in every single way. This is really dramatic, and don't forget, we're already on episode 3.
Yeah, I think the show itself is meant to be, what, 50-ish episodes?
Let's have a little look here. 52 episodes, yeah, not bad.
So there must be quite a bit of body to this whole thing, then.
I'll be back for you, Gary. Oh, just you wait.
I wonder if, like, that other dude was, like, hiding out in the background, just like, now you know how it feels.
What a nerd.
Come on, you're not even juggling. You're just waving your hands around whilst pots and pans are just falling about all over the damn shop.
It's cooking magic. Look at all these people, frozen in time. I'm going home in shame.
Shame and in the rain.
With rain brings freshness. Maybe the mud smell will be gone soon.
Oh no, now I am mud.
He did get dirtied up a bit, like on his way to the restaurant, so maybe those aromas soaked in.
Possibly? I don't know, I think there's a little bit more to it than that. Or heck, maybe we're just overthinking it.
Possibly. Is this another test, sir? No, I literally just lost my booze.
Is this the part where he gets mugged?
Oh no! A giant fish is eating me! There we go. Nice. Oh no, all the fish will get crunk as hell.
Well done, my dude.
There you go. I was meaning to make a sacrifice anyway.
I'll have you know this river only exists Pinot at best. Or is it Pinot? I can't quite remember.
I think you got it right the first time.
Ah, this guy's just getting disrespected left, right, and center. And now he's gonna get drunk by drinking in the river. Maybe the mistake was that he did wash the vegetables because the river tastes like mud?
Gotta learn about flavor combinations too.
Oh yes.
He's gonna have cooked up a feast already, and I can't wait to see the look on their faces!
Kid, you just broke into our goddamn house. What the hell's wrong with you?
I have been sleeping here all night waiting for you to arrive.
You can't see his eyes, so you know he's serious.
Oh yeah, that's anime rule 565. Here we go. Oh my god! Oh shit!
Super Chef! This reminds me of so much Final Fantasy music, I don't know where to start.
No.
It's like the theme where it's like you sort of get escaped from like the military base or something like that.
Wine, perhaps? Water from the river? Something to purify the water. Yes, wine. Is it me or did the subtitles just disappear?
I was just going to say.
Here we go, there we go.
Oh, I had like a 3-second rap there.
Cooking starts with the smell. It looks no different, but what is your nose telling you?
Yes, here's the smell. Does it knows the difference? Well, that's a start.
Yeah. Oh. Try it. You might like it. It's going to be a dish so good, it will cause these secondary characters' pupils to go from black to coloured.
They will have eye color and finally become slightly more significant characters in this anime.
That's a great line.
The empty plate is the answer. I love it.
It's true though, like you can taste someone's appreciation through seeing an empty dish.
So now they're no longer ripping the piss out of him. That was a very quick turnaround.
Well, it's a quick anime, mate. Ah, okay. Boiling it without touching the water.
Ah.
Chicken fat, peanut oil. Interesting.
I mean, peanut oil isn't too unusual. There's a couple of chain restaurants in America, and I guess they made it into the UK as well, that do a lot of their frying in peanut oil. But the chicken fat idea is a very new one for me. I mean, usually when you think of bird fat, you normally think of duck fat or goose fat. Chicken fat is not always something you consider, because it's just not a fatty meat.
Get rid of that muddy bok choy. We don't need that shit here. We need the Super Saiyan. Don't lick his finger. Don't lick his finger. Yeah, well, I'm the protagonist.
There you go. Now he recognizes why.
Oh, this is gonna be good, mate.
Oh yes, I'm already looking forward to what episodes 4 through 6 can possibly hold for us.
I don't like him.
And just, let me introduce you to his son. His name is, Dick! That was it!
Oh, Master Lou. We found him drunk off his arse the other day.
It was fate indeed that brought us together.
That what? That was a specific trial?
Apparently so.
Tomorrow begins the Bluegrass trial?
Although I think this is a really nice angle, and something we haven't seen in Food Wars yet, and how they use the environment of the area around them and incorporates it into the cooking, because of course, the water you use to boil things has to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's really cool, because that's not normally something you really think about, and they managed to incorporate it in a way that makes it interesting to watch as well. Very big fan of that. I do really, really like that angle.
Yeah, well, it just shows the difference between the two anime without... while still highlighting their differences, I suppose. One is rural, we have Cooking Master Boy, and another is industrialized, because it takes place in a school.
Yeah. I can definitely agree with that. So, looks like Mao here has been given the title of 4th level chef, or as it is also known, a commie.
Yes.
He will chop the onions and nothing else for at least 5 years, and then he might be a chef de partie.
She is ditzy. That is her trait. This is just the first day of the rest of our Cooking Master Boy lives, Volk.
And spending our entire time chasing fucking chickens around.
And he's just over there jerking it under the table, not able to do anything.
I wonder if he and that Sephiroth-looking dude's gonna have a team-up eventually.
Oh my god, let us fuse and become the ultimate bitch boy.
It just turns into something that resembles Pissard.
I was getting Pissard vibes from Eye Patch Man, honestly.
Yeah, not nearly as flamboyant, although maybe if you combine him and, what's-his-face who was running that restaurant, maybe, because, you know, the eyeshadow and that, if you fuse the two together in that regard, maybe you'd get something like that, but I don't know, I'm talking out my arse at this point. And thus we finally see what is the beginnings of what will no doubt be a fruitful friendship.
Well, perhaps a bit more than that.
Yeah, he'll probably work out that way, although who can really say for certain? I guess Wikipedia will, but then again we'll be spoiling ourselves later down the line, which is not what we want to do, is it, Tom?
Well, I'm seeing multiple things here, honestly, and it sounds a bit hype, honestly.
Well, don't go too deep. Come on, we want to save some surprise for later on.
I guess so. Well, it's still all, a surprise for you. I'm the one who has to set up the comms, so...
I guess so, but come on, you gotta have some surprise in there too.
I guess so.
I mean, it's not about me reacting to stuff. I mean, you have to as well, and I get to react from that.
There we go. So yeah, we're not getting any stingers, I guess. If they're there, they're not in the copies we're using. So that was episodes 1 to 3 of Cooking Master Boy, commissioned by Jeffrey Patton / Shadow Reaper. How did you enjoy that, mate?
I found it a lot more enjoyable than I was expecting. I'm going to be entirely honest here in that I didn't know if I was going to get much out of this going in. I also had a look at some of like the minor synopsis and a couple of like images just to sort of get a feel as to what it was about. I'm not sure what I was expecting coming in, especially with something as bombastic as Food Wars, having come from that. I wasn't sure how well this would hold up, but I'm very pleasantly surprised. I like how, I guess, relatively laid back, but still feels like there's high stakes involved.
Very much so. Yeah, I love the tone. The score is pretty great. Characters seem fun so far, and while it's not as hype as Food Wars, we're going to be comparing it, whatever. They're just like, they're two of the same genre of anime, cooking. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that, a lot more than I thought I would, so I'm very much looking forward to episodes 4 to 6, which will be recording in due time for you, Jeffrey. Thank you very much. If you guys want your own TV comms, if you pledge at the $25 and up tier, you can have up to an hour's worth of comms. You can have like 3 20-minute ones, like you've seen here. You can have 6 11-minute ones, or you can mix and match. Just check out the site, and yeah, there you go. Pledge and help support the group and get some comms in return. See you next time for more of these. Bye-bye.
Ta-da!